15 signs he wants you back but is too scared. Ever suspect if your ex might want you back after your breakup but he is simply too scared to admit it? Look for these signs to find out. 1. Your ex texts you back. He still calls, texts and message you on social media, and he always wants to know how you are doing and say hi. That's what they always say. The truth is he wants to hear your voice and let you know he still cares about you but doesn't want to admit it. He will always try to keep the conversation simple and short because he is scared that discussing some certain things will get you angry, and this is a sign he wants you back. If your ex-boyfriend has moved on with his love life after breaking up with you, he will not bother calling or contacting you. For your ex to contact you, it means he is showing remorse and wants to come back to you. 2. You frequently bump into each other. Have you bumped into your ex more than once and you have lost count on how many times you both have unexpectedly met each other? It might be in a coffee shop, grocery store, park or the subway. In this case, do not think he is stalking you, he just wants to see you. You always meet at the coffee shop because he knows the time you get your coffee, he knows when you board a train, and he can't resist meeting you there. This is a good sign because he is not stalking you, he just wants your attention, for you to notice and see that he wants you back and can say it. 3. He is scared to let go of your things after breakup. You and your ex-boyfriend are not comfortable seeing each other, and it is a tradition that you both return each other's belongings and gifts or so. You do this to show you do not need each other anymore and nothing belonging to any of you matters anymore. But in his case it is different. He has not returned your stuff and is still holding valuable and more significant items, and he won't give it back if you do not agree to meet him. The reason why he wants to meet with you might be to admit his unwise decision to break up with you and apologize to you. This is a very good sign, and if you want him back you should try seeing him and listen to whatever he has to say. 4. He shows signs of improvement. If your ex has given up all his bad habits or you find it difficult seeing his old bad habits when you used to be with him. You cannot see these habits because you have talked to him about it before, and he wants to win you back by behaving the way you have always wanted him to behave. 5. You always catch him staring. Another sign that he wants you back is you always catch him staring at you. He always makes eye contact. The moment you catch him staring, he takes his face away and tries to steal a glance at you at the slightest of opportunities. This is a very good sign, making direct eye contact. 6. He talks about you with your friends. At this point, he is closer to your friends than he was before, and he talks about you with them, though basically, he doesn't ask them to talk to you. He always finds about your welfare from them, and you see your friends telling you they saw him and he said they should say hi. 7. He always looks back into the memories. How often does he talk about the memories he shared with you? How often does he remind you the day he met you or funny things you did together? The memories he discusses with you are only the good ones. Another sign is that he recounts the time you were together. The only reason he hangs on to these memories is he wants you to remember the good old days. Sometimes, it is hard for a man to admit his mistakes, and they feel very strong about this when they talk about the things, the memories you guys share. 8. He gets back to you immediately. If your ex-boyfriend wants you back, another sign is he answers most of your SOS calls and help requests very fast and almost whenever you need it. You should at least recognize his efforts, and you can give him a sign you want him back too. Appreciating what he is doing will send him signals you are also ready to accept him back. 9. He shows signs of interest in your love life. The reason why an ex-boyfriend that wants you back will want to know about your relationship status is that he is jealous and is scared. He is interested in knowing your relationship status because he hopes you are not in any. If he talks about this with you, try answering the question honestly and do not tell him you are in a relationship when you aren't. It is a major sign that he is still into you and wants you back. 10. His friends have held a rendezvous with you. The only reason why his friends will talk to you about your ex is when they start getting worried about him and can't see him lose his mental state. His friends tell you how depressed he is losing you and how desperate he is of getting back into a relationship with you, but he is scared to tell you in person. 11. You are in his long-term plans. Has he talked about how he will not like to miss your omelet and how he will love to have kids like you and so on and so forth? He is including you in his future and long-term plans. Indirectly, he is suggesting he will love to spend his life with you, but he is directly giving you a sign that he is serious about you and wants you back. 12. He or his friends call you when he gets drunk. Despite the fact that he is your ex-boyfriend, his friends still think you have a huge influence on him. They think he would do whatever you want him to do, which includes stopping the drinking habit. They know he still likes you and that you alone can help him in the situation he is in. Though this might not be a very strong sign, as he will certainly not admit it, there is a possibility that he wants you back. 13. He is still single since the breakup. Most people that break up in relationships easily find themselves in another relationship, hoping that it would help them forget the memories of their last relationship. So, if your ex-boyfriend has not been in any relationship since the breakup, that is a sign that suggests he hasn't found someone he loves and wants you back. 14. He is eager to start conversing. He sees every moment you are with him as an opportunity to win you back, so he always tries to initiate conversations and keep you occupied with him. He does this hoping you will start getting comfortable around him and make you closer to each other. 15. He solicits for your presence. This is one of the strongest signs he wants you back, because if he doesn't care, he won't value your company. If he just wants to spend few minutes with you and just talk, it means he still enjoys your company and still has emotions and feelings for you deep down, and it means only one thing: he wants you back.